Alrighty guys, so this is going to be number 12. So let me get my pen here, write it out. Number 12. So this is a self-paced video. So if you guys understand what's going on after I set it up for you guys, then we need to make sure we pause the video, work out as much as we can, then follow along with the video again to understand it. This is not a follow what I do video. This is for you guys to get help getting started if you're stuck at a certain spot. If I can't help you at the time, or if you're at home because you tested, whatever the situation is, you can do it by yourself. So you shouldn't need this the entire time. If you do, maybe for the first few, but after that we can figure out, okay, well, that's where I can stop and figure out where I'm missing what I'm learning. So I have a pentagon here, and it says we have a, let me check right here, just make sure I have a picture of it, a regular pentagon with sides of 4 feet. So I'm going to write that down. Regular pentagon, I have that here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and sides of 4 feet, so 4 FT. So then we always draw our line in the middle, and then draw our sides out. My sides are going to be perfect because I'm doing this on a tablet translated to my computer. Anyway, so we have this going here. So we have the 5 sides, right? Awesome stuff. So from here, we know I'm going to draw with red in here, or no, we'll do orange. We'll mix it up a little bit. So if I draw a circle right here, we know a circle has 360 degrees, right? And it tells us that all the angles and all the sides are the same, so I can say that 4 is the same side all the way around. So we have that going for us. So I'm going to write down our area formula. I'm going to use the color, you can see it a little easier. So area equals 1/2 the apothem, which is little a, times P, which stands for the perimeter. So the perimeter equals the side times n. So that's the side measurement times how many sides there are. So we know there are 5 sides because it's a pentagon, and then we know that each side is 4 foot long, so I'm going to put 4 in there. So that gives us a measurement of 20 feet. And then now we need to find the apothem. This is the spot that everyone kind of struggles with, so I'm going to walk through a little bit. If you understand from this point on, pause the video, do it yourself, and then come back to see this video and see if you agree with the answer or not. So the apothem, so we are sitting here saying, okay, I know that all of these angles are the same. So this angle, this angle right here, this angle right here, this angle right here, this angle right here, this angle right here. They're all the same because it says it's a regular pentagon. And we know they add up to 360. So what we do is we take our number, so 360, and divide it by the number of sides, which is also the number of angles in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to divide it by 5. So 360 divided by n. And that gives me 72 degrees. So each angle inside of here is 72 degrees. So I'm going to write it out. 72, 72. I'm going to write it for all of them. 72, 72, and 72. Okay. So we have all written down. Now I'm going to redraw this bottom triangle. So I'm going to get some blue here so I can show you what I'm redrawing. I'm going to try to redraw. Oh, it's still red. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we got the blue going here. So I'm going to redraw this triangle right here. So as you redraw this triangle, you need to make sure that you remember which side's which, what you already know. So we know an angle measurement and a side measurement. Pause this and write down what you think it's going to be. Okay, now we could check our answer here. So since all the sides are the same, when this side's 4 foot, this side's going to be 4 foot as well. And then we know the interior angle is going to be 72 degrees. Then we need to draw an apothem. Now an apothem's a special thing. It cuts our angle in half and cuts our side in half. So pause the video. If you're still stuck, see what you think. If you cut this side in half, what you would get, and if you cut the angles in half. So if I cut the sides in half, I would get 2 and 2. Cut the angle in half. This side would equal 36 degrees, and this side would equal 36 degrees. Now we always redraw our triangle. So we're going to redraw it right here. Over and back. Not a great drawing, but I think you guys get the point. Now we need to label the stuff that we already know. So make sure you label it. So this would be 36 degrees. This would be 2. Now what are we looking for in our formula? We want the A, and then we already have the P for perimeter, right? We already have that filled out. So all we need is this A right here on the board. So we know the A goes from the center all the way down to the base. It's kind of like the height of this mini triangle, right? But going from the center to the base down here. Oh, it goes in the center there. So we know it's this right here. This would be our A, this would be our A, all the same thing, right? Okay, so now we need to figure out what trig function to use. So we know our angle, so we're going to go label the cross the 90 is going to be our hypotenuse. If you guys have this right now, pause it, go ahead and check it. It's all, the less you watch of this and the more you guys figure out for yourself, the better it is for you. So across from here is going to be the opposite, and this is the apothem, right? And this is also going to be the adjacent. Didn't spell it perfectly, but that's okay. We're working together. So let's see. SOHCAHTOA. So I'm going to write it over here. SOHCAHTOA. We have the opposite and we're looking for the adjacent. So we are going to use the tangent function. Awesome stuff. Switch to different colors so we can see the difference. Awesome. Don't know if I quite did it that time. There we go. So we're going to use tangent, and then we know our angle. Right here, it's 36 degrees. 36 degrees equals, and then it's opposite, so opposite's 2 over adjacent. Now our adjacent, in this case it's little a for apothem, right? So then pause it here. If you know what to do from here to solve for A, go ahead and do it. If not, we can watch the video. Remember, the more you guys do yourself, the better you guys are, right? The better, more practice you guys have. You can for sure check this later. So multiply by A on both sides. So then we get the A over A gives me 1, so I can get that to go away. So A times tangent of 36 degrees equals 2. And then I want AB by itself, so I'm going to divide by tangent of 36 degrees, divide by tangent of 36 degrees. So A equals 2 divided by tangent of 36 degrees. So this is the part where you got to plug in your calculator. So if you're at home, you can search like scientific calculator and go online. So let me do that so you guys can all be on the same page. So I'm going to go over here and show you where I can do this so that way none of you guys get confused. I can't do it, I'm at home. No, we can do it as long as we have internet, right? So we can say scientific calculator with degrees. That'd probably be a big thing to have. And there we go. So Web 2.0 scientific calculator. I've used it before. Awesome. So we want to know, what is it we want to know? 2 divided by tangent of 36. So I'm going to put 2 divided by tangent of 36. And you can see over here it's in degree mode. So I look at it. That's what I want to do. Press enter. Gives me my answer. So if you guys have a calculator and you're at school, awesome. If you don't, this is the way you can go online and do it so you don't have to kind of guess and wait about it, right? So we can see, okay, 2.75, so I'm going to go over here in my Inspire and write that down. Okay, give me a quick second here. So A equals 2.75. Now, what's the next step? Pause it so you can figure out for yourself. Okay, we are back. So in this case, we know our P equals 20 feet. It tells us to find the perimeter, which that's 20 feet right there. So I'm going to box this in over here. I was going to get both my answers next to there. And then the area equals 1/2 A. We know A is 2.75. And then we also know that P is 20 feet. And so what we're going to do here is we are going to multiply together across, right? We have all of our information that we need. So 1/2 times 20. You can put this in the calculator. I'm going to do it in my head. 1/2 times 20 is 10. 10 times 2.75 is going to be 27.5. Make sure you put the correct, no naked numbers, the correct units on here. So it's feet, and we're doing area, so it's going to be feet squared. So that would be the 2 answers for this problem. Alright guys, I hope you guys learned what you did about this problem. The next problem will be the one after that, number 13. I really hope you guys pause this video and pause all the videos so you can say, okay, I know what I need to do and I'm just missing this step, and you can go back and look on here. I would love to work it out with you guys, but this benefits you more if you do it by yourself and come back and check your answer. So I really appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.